Live from Detroit, live from Detroit, live from Detroit.
Pink suits with hats to match, big crocodiles and Cadillacs. You looking for the fattest sacks? This is where it's at. Windows tinted, seats fully reclined. Keep the hands on the burner, cause niggas know that it's money on the mind.
Yo, what up, though? It's your man Jay Johnson, a.k.a. the tinfoil hat titan, a.k.a. the conspiracy realist, a.k.a. the technology snob, Steve Jobs Jr. Don't text me with your green bubbles, a.k.a. I only debate my equals, everybody else I teach. Also known as Juice, because all the hoes say J.U. Ice, Young Caesar, because you know you can't roam without me. Mr. If you don't like me, fight me. I got kicked out of Noah's Ark because they couldn't find another animal just like me, a.k.a. if you put me in a room with lions, Simba's dying. Come back 15 minutes later, I'll have dinner frying. I am the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. What up?
Yeah, with the flawless handoff. And it's your man Dame Going Wild, the pride of PA, the West Side landlord, High Chief Dame Don't Fuck Around, the liquor store legend, the corner store conquistador, your mama's favorite dame, and the David Ruffin of the Shop Talk Podcast, because you know who the fuck they came to see. Not you, Otis. It's no better than these 4 letters. Let's go.
Well, this week we have a special guest. And
she was just straggling around the studio,
and
we said she could come in. That's all that happened.
Hell
we
no.
didn't even know she was coming.
But we going to put her on the spot, and we're going to make her do some intros.
She ain't got one.
Please introduce yourself.
The East Side Slumlord.
Oh, you got me fucked up. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Cheyenne Lene, a.k.a. Motor City Oprah, a.k.a. Kanye Breast, A Tribe Called Breastomania 36. Sean Thickles, Thick Flair, Thick Foley, Manny Breast. What's up? It's me in the flesh. Trish Strattitz.
Welcome back. Shop Talk Podcast,
Thank
episode 114.
Don't people get drunker quicker when they like small in stature?
I'm pretty sure.
Hey,
Blood
I got
alcohol.
a nice little buzz. It's cool though. I'm straight.
Yeah, man. We've been drinking for a long time now. Actually,
I've been pacing myself because I smoke too.
Oh shit. Yeah, I did. Damn, I had an edible before I got here.
So, what's going on, brother? How was your week, man?
Week was cool. I'm glad to be back in Detroit after spending a week in Arizona. It was hot as fuck.
We got you in the studio.
Yeah, I had jet lag like a motherfucker last week. Like I just could not stay.
Fam, you was only sleep for extra 3 hours though. It's not that.
But
bad.
no, the 3 hours make a fucking difference because like being in Arizona, like I didn't get adjusted to their time to like I got there Monday. I didn't really get adjusted to time to like Thursday. And I get back on a plane and I'm back home Saturday, Sunday and shit.
One day you should be back to normal.
No, well, it doesn't. My body don't work like that.
Well, I guess the older you get, you know.
Oh, and thanks to Mike Buck, I finally made the jump and I shaved.
Yeah,
I went
man.
bald.
Take a look at it. You know what I'm saying?
I still look handsome though. I'm still handsome than a motherfucker.
It's up to the judge and the jury. You know.
I will put 3 fingers in a nigga grandma tonight, like a bowling ball.
Oh man.
You just so fucking just.
So, Shay.
Granny want to get fucked too.
I mean, Shy. How was your week?
My week was fine. I didn't put any 3 fingers anyway. Put your hand
Did
down.
anybody else put? Yeah.
Nah. You know, I might have.
Don't knock it till you try it now.
I might have to leave this early. I might have to.
3 fingers ready for you somewhere.
Hey, they sure are.
Oh shit. Okay.
Can't deal with y'all.
Oh shit, man. My week was I actually had a pretty it was a pretty different week actually.
You're a little drunk too, bro.
No, I'm not. I'm actually sober.
You got a little buzz.
You do. I can see it. You got a little buzz.
Them glazed donut eyes, nigga. You got a little glaze
You
on
look
you.
glossy over there.
No, I was actually about to say something pretty emotional and shit. And,
I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying? It was an interesting week, you know what I'm saying? My mom's birthday was on the 8th. So this was our first year celebrating her birthday without her. So it was a very interesting week, but
it's tough because I lost my mother too, so I get you. It's that first year is rough.
yeah. So I didn't go to work. I took a couple of days off. I didn't really want to be around people like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but other than that, it's been another week in the studio. We had a pretty interesting week in the studio.
Had Lindsay Hunter there.
Yeah, Lindsay Hunter was up in here yesterday and shit. So shout
That's
out
for
to
the
him.
Corner Pocket podcast, right?
Absolutely. Shout out to the Corner Pocket podcast. Who all recorded this week? Shout out to the Corner Pocket podcast. Shout out to Views from the Thick.
Yes.
Everyday Ish podcast. Everyday Ignorance podcast.
Yeah.
Who else was this week?
Nina did bring drinks and good food.
Yeah, Nina.
Yeah, shout out to Nina.
Just left. I got some lamb chops here. This shit is
Some lamb nuggets.
some lamb chops from Panthy. Shout out to them. And who else recorded here this week? All bullshit considered Monday and Unsavory Antics.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we had a
I meant to come up here and holler at Virgin Judy.
pretty decent week, man. So shout out to everybody, Shop Talk Podcast Studios. And I just decided we're just gonna do a network now.
But we talked about
Yeah.
We've been talking about
We've been
this
talking
shit.
about it, but we ain't.
It's time. It's time to show these other ways what to do.
Yeah. So like, shout out to the 43 different
What?
podcasts that have
Nothing.
recorded with us so far.
Yes.
43 is a lot. That's a big number.
Hey.
Yeah.
We ain't did no promo, no nothing. Just try to do.
Word of mouth and good business. When they see the blue and the black,
You know where you at?
yeah, they want to be involved.
Shop Talk Podcast Studios. That's the slogan for y'all that know. You see in the blue or the black, you know where you at.
Know
Shop
where you
Talk
at.
Podcast Studios.
Shop
Shout out to everybody trying to steal the blue and the black. I've seen you.
I've seen a couple pictures. I was like, that don't look like Shop
You know what I'm
Talk.
saying? Like, I seen y'all out there. And it's always somebody who affiliated with somebody that I know. So I know what the fuck
Yeah,
is going
but
on.
imitation is the best form of flattery.
For sure.
And we're doing something right.
Yeah. So some strange things in the media happen. Oh, I mean, before we get there, you listen to Nicki album today?
No, I'm not
heard the
interested.
one
I'm not interested.
I heard the Dream song,
Oh, what you think about it?
the Barbie Dreams. I feel like she know the attention has been taken off of her for a long time. So of course you're gonna do something that's gonna get niggas talking.
That's on
And
fire.
it is, but it's like, for what? Like what was it for? Like that's what I want to know. But like I said, like I really feel like she know like I need to do something to get the attention back on me again. She know like she has a loyal, like a pretty good solid fan base. She knows that, okay, boom, I got this. I'm talking all this shit. Like they waiting on me to say some shit. But sis played it safe because she ain't say a fucking thing about Lil' Kim on that song. She talked about everybody else but her.
Why would she say anything about Lil Kim?
Why not?
When is the last time Lil' Kim been relevant?
Lil' Kim,
Musically.
whoever. Like she can talk her shit about whoever she beefing with. Lil' Kim, Remy Ma. She ain't say she played it safe.
She
like
took
she
that
knew
L
the
on Ether.
niggas.
She ain't want no more of that Remy
she
smoke.
knew like that's just like how it is like with certain beats, like how females are. Like, bitch, you know who to play with.
I thought this was dope for two reasons this week. Because one, it's an old school Biggie song. I got dreams of fucking an R&B bitch. So she took that same thing. And in the original song, Biggie was saying a bunch of names, saying shit that could be took as a diss, but it was really like just jokes and shit. So a lot of the shit she was saying, like it's not
I would
like.
love somebody to remake Dreams of fucking an R&B bitch. I can give them.
Can I do it?
I can give like a little list.
Well,
of
she just
some R&B
did.
chicks.
You
No,
gotta
You
do
talking
it.
about
I'm
chicks?
just I like to do it and give my list of R&B chicks.
No,
that I
I'ma
think
do it.
deserve penis.
I'ma do it.
Kanye did it before Kanye came out on one of his mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? This was like super dope Kanye. I liked that song this week because it paid homage to old school beat. And then J.Cole dropped some absolute fire this week
he did.
on the old Uchiwali beat. So I like the
I
album of
haven't
the
heard
year.
that. Like, I
Album
heard
of the year.
the
name of the
freestyle
song.
is called Album of the Year.
That's gonna be my music pick
and he
for the
dropped
week.
about 2 minutes 18 seconds of fire.
Oh,
Like I don't know if I heard Cole rap. This was like his best verse. type
really is
shit.
that good?
Yeah, it is.
And it was like
is.
bars. It wasn't
Yeah.
like I want to talk about nothing. Like I'm just gonna
Yeah.
hit you with straight bars. Cole was spitting some fire. I hope he drops some shit like that every week. Like just
Like a build up to something.
like
or
just
for the fuck
drop
of it?
like, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Like when
he-
Crooked Eye used to do Hip Hop Weekly.
yeah, because he dropped on he tweeted like feed me beats, and he got like at the time that I saw this shit, he was like 6,000 different replies of beats. You know what I'm saying? So he
Shit.
clearly he feel like rapping right now.
Yeah.
Just rapping. So
That's good.
Cole's a monster, dog. And between Cole and Nipsey and possibly the Carters, them like my 3 favorite albums this year.
Nipsey shit was solid for
Yeah.
sure.
So shout out to them. Dope music.
I'm with it.
I'm about to
But
drop
Cole
this
was-
song.
I just put it out there. Cole was my music pick of the week. So, I mean, we just get that out there.
Okay. All right, cool. Did you catch? So I don't know why this happened, but Kanye West
On Jimmy Kimmel.
came out, not came out, but he had a random ass interview on Jimmy Kimmel. And then Kim Kardashian had this random ass hour interview on Power 106, like the
Big
day
Boy.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, what they got going? Well, I guess this 15th season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians is coming on. But I don't know. Just Kanye and Kim just bust out with a brand new interview. Like, this
I'm
just
not
seemed
really
weird.
interested in nothing Kim has to say.
Not at all.
Now, she dropped a new... Nah, I wouldn't even probably want to see her get smothered out on film.
So let me ask this, and because I don't know, I've never watched the episode of Keeping Up with the
Me either.
Kardashians.
Me neither.
I think I've seen like a couple clips here and there and shit like that. But like, why exactly do people not like Kim Kardashian?
I don't know.
Like, what does she do to people?
For the most part, I hear people say where they're like, she's getting all this money for doing absolutely nothing. Like, that's not nothing to be mad at.
Like, why
Like,
be mad
shit,
at
fuck
that?
it. If
Like-
people spending this money and I'm not doing shit, okay, that's what they want to do.
And I mean, I'm doing the air quotations. Like, why do we not like Kim?
I don't know. I don't have no beef. I don't care. Like,
I
you know
never
what I'm saying?
asked
Like,
this until recently because I know it's just been like
Yeah.
we don't like her, but like, why again? Like, what'd she do?
Yeah, she ain't really
do you have an opinion?
speaking to the mic.
I mean, that's mic number 3. We can turn it on for you.
Go
All you
ahead,
have to do
grab
is
it.
put on the headphones, push the mic in front of you, and you talking to the afro.
I graduated high school. Jesus.
On the east side?
Don't do
Relax, okay?
I've been drinking.
Yes,
I've been
it's fine, it's over
drinking.
here.
Talking about with the green dot. Yep.
Was it Cass Tech?
that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
So it
it was
wasn't
green
deep-
and white, but it wasn't that.
It wasn't DPS finance.
Don't do that.
Then. Let's go.
Nonetheless,
Let's go.
we don't like Kim Kardashian because Kim Kardashian is a full culture vulture. She goes the extra mile to take on black culture and try to turn it into her own, like she's doing something so innovative and so creative.
Okay.
Like she tries to speak for us, but she doesn't speak for us. Like it's well, I'm gonna go get people out of jail. You got the one girl. We definitely appreciate that.
Do we?
We didn't. It was a good moment.
I don't even know if she should have got out of. I mean, I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah,
You know, it's fake. It's fake.
But that was recent. But like we have not been liking her for quite some time.
Yeah.
Like,
It's because she's fake. It's not real. It's not a tangible thing. It's not something we can touch.
It was
like,
tangible. Ray J hit it.
Oh hell no, that don't count.
I hit it.
That look like coke.
I mean, I don't know. Somebody asked me like why people don't like her, and I was like,
I don't know.
I don't necessarily know. And like, or the reason that we don't like her is not because of her, and maybe it's because of other people.
That,
Not, you know what I'm saying? Like how other people react to her.
Right.
Like, well, damn, why when she did this shit, everybody went crazy over it. So our issue, is it with her or was it with like society or?
I think it is. It's a combination of both. Like a lot of people, like you said, like people look at her as like a culture vulture. Like all the shit she's capitalized on, and to the level that she's capitalized on so many different things. Like people looking at that, they're like, oh, if this was a black woman, like it wouldn't be, half as
Acceptable.
popping. Yeah, as like what the fuck she's doing, and then like too how
We don't
she,
know that. We
how
don't
it
know
looks
that, though.
like that she's fucked her way into the industry. Also, like 'cause
We do know
basically-
that though.
So this is my this is.
I mean,
interesting.
it's women that fuck their way into a lot of industries.
Well,
But we
besides
know
the-
that for
besides
sure
that,
about her, though.
Ray J was the gatecoder, or
What did
Ray
we
J
know?
is connected
Think
to
about
everything
it.
that we love in
Think
pop
about
culture.
it. Yes, because
This is true.
if you look at it, the Kardashians wouldn't be where they are now if
Without
they
Paris-
would have never
without
had that
Paris
fucking
Hilton.
and if Kim Kardashian also wouldn't be where she was. She didn't really like start getting talked about or being popular until that fucking that sex tape, and then because it's like before that she
was
wasn't
on the
doing
Paris
shit.
Hilton show. She was-
That's what she was, a backup
So listen.
person to Paris Hilton. Like nobody gave a fuck about her until that moment.
Side note, most of our listeners know that I will argue a point that I don't even give a fuck about, and I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna argue this point that I don't necessarily care about and I don't necessarily agree with, but I'm just gonna argue it because I think it needs a counterpoint. So people been watching her show for 15 years.
Yeah,
That's a long fucking time.
it is.
Like at some point, this shit got to be entertaining to somebody. Because some people can fuck their way to the top, right? But then it's on you once you got the people attention to keep their attention.
Stay there.
Now I've never watched the show, so I have no fucking idea what goes on the show. But 15 years.
But shit, that's just about the same with like all those reality shows on VH1. Like shit, 15 years we probably had like Flavor of Love or some shit. Now we got Love and Hip Hop. I don't watch those shows anymore, but I know the people that do watch them. Somebody else's drama is always more entertaining, so that's why that shit is selling.
Rotating guests, like this, the same family.
Yeah,
for 15 years.
But I mean,
they entertaining. They always got some shit going on.
Should I watch it? What the fuck is going on here?
I'm not endorsing you to watch it, but I mean, I'm saying.
I'm kind of curious. Like, what the fuck have y'all been watching for 15 years?
But I mean, look how much your family has changed in 10 years.
Like, look, niggas done did a murder and got out in less than 15 years, man.
But look at all the shit that be
niggas
in the
is
news
cool. They
about
be nice
them.
around the time Shine come out.
Like all the shit that's in the news about them, like they're constantly doing things to keep them fucking talked about. So when you grab people's attention that way, it's like, oh shit, they got a TV show too. I want to keep up with them. Like they invest. Yeah, Pantheon got the best fucking lamb chops in the city besides Erotic City, and Erotic City ain't around no more. But
R.I.P.
Right, this year because you know how they do that shit. They'll be back next year. Then they have another fire.
Yeah. Erotic has some of the best dancers in the city. Once.
Oh, guess where that's at?
I know it's on the east side.
Oh, it's on the east side.
It's on the east side.
Okay, all right.
It's on the weak side?
It's on the east side.
Oh, I thought you said the weak side.
No, it's on the east side.
Turn that
not the pest side.
Turn that E upside down. Turn it to the side. It's a W.
No, Erotic definitely has some of the best dancers in the city.
Best dancers and food.
So I started watching like the first 3 minutes of Kim's interview and I turned it off because I was not interested. So I'm not sure what y'all been looking at 15 years. I did listen to Kanye's interview with Jimmy Kimmel, and Jimmy Kimmel
hit him with the hard questions.
Stumped his ass.
Yeah.
Like he literally stumped his ass. Was like, we're gonna take a commercial break because Kanye didn't have anything to.
Just because
say.
Kanye is a creative doesn't necessarily mean he's intelligent or he's gonna give you an intellectual type of answer. Like,
though I did understand, I don't agree with Kanye in the Trump support. We just get that shit out there. We already know that shit.
Yeah,
but he did.
But you got a MAGA hat.
Who?
You.
What you mean?
Make America great again. You got a MAGA hat.
I don't understand.
I wish
you
the fuck Jay would have it.
I don't. Like, I don't get it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought he was going somewhere. No, I don't have a fucking MAGA hat. I don't even have a.
I think I'm a little drunk.
I don't even have a red hat.
Shut up.
But he did make some points. He made some different conversational things I think that are interesting. But like Kanye West, like he asked him like, but he was on some like, why don't we start love and over hate and shit? He was like, well, okay, I got you, but like the person you supporting is hates. He separate families. He does this. He like this is literally.
But then he came back
what
and
do. Like so, like what do you do about that? And he just looked at the camera and was quiet. He was like, we're gonna take a commercial break and we'll come back. Like
one by one, we can defuse this nuclear bomb of hate that we're in as a society by thinking of everyone as our family. And how would we treat our kids? How would we treat our
aunties? That's a beautiful thought, but just in literal terms, there are families being torn apart at the border of this country. There are literally families being torn apart as a result of what this president is doing. And I think that, you know, we cannot forget that whether we like his personality or not, his actions are really what matter. I mean, you so famously and so powerfully said George Bush doesn't care about black people. It makes me wonder what makes you think that Donald Trump does, or any people at all. Why don't we take a break? We'll come back. And Kanye West.
He stumped him.
But then Kanye came back and said something like he loves Trump because of his personality, like that.
Hey, grow up, fam. Like, you're an adult. Like, personality, like...
I mean, that's his reasoning, not mine. I don't like Trump for personality. I don't like most people for personality. Shit.
Like, what about his personality?
Did we ever question Kanye? Like, did we ever really care about Kanye's taste though? Like,
a lot of people
look at his
do.
wife. Like,
I mean,
did we really?
She's not an ugly woman.
Beside the look portion of it, though,
I don't know her.
From what you can see about her on social media, like
what
I don't even follow her.
I don't follow her.
Look, I don't follow her, and I know it's
what I've
literally
seen of the film is
oh
that
my
she
God,
can,
here's my living room.
Is that she can
It's
take a
so
beating.
crazy.
All I know is I see a lot of my people on my timeline.
Bitch can take a
showing off
pound
their living rooms, and showing off their cars, and showing off their shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so she do get a lot of shine for it, but like I see a lot of us doing the same shit that she doing, not
on the same level.
Yeah, no.
And I'm sure that's that that's that light privilege.
The only reason
it is.
The only reason we care about Kanye is because of what he did musically. Now, currently, what he's doing,
or what the people who he had around him did in his name.
I'm gonna tell you, this has always been my opinion. I'm gonna say it right out loud on the podcast. We're not gonna get another good Kanye West album until Kim leave him and take them funny looking kids with her.
But you
once
said
he can't see them, once he can't see them, no, that's when we're gonna get like an incredible album.
I thought Pablo was great.
No, that's when we're gonna get like
It was
another.
subpar. It was good for
another
new Kanye.
My Dark Twisted Fantasies. Like when Kim leave with them kids.
He was still what?
So you think he gonna turn into Mary J. Blige? Like he need to go through.
Sometimes hurt.
Put out your best work. That's for sure because Mary J. Blige makes the best music in her fucked up days.
I thought Kanye.
Except this divorce.
This is just me, Jay Johnson speaking.
Because Ken do broker.
If you don't like me, fight me. I'm gonna put that out there. I thought Heartbreaks was his worst album. Well, other than Jesus. I didn't like Heartbreaks at all.
I like 808s.
Except 2 songs on there. And like that's when he broke up with
This
exactly
nigga is drunk.
Like look,
where the fuck did they come
I'm a little
from?
warmed up.
I wish
I didn't
y'all
like
could have seen the fucking he put his all into that note because his facial
it's on camera, so we
it'll be there this week. It'll be in the clip this week.
This is the clip from this week, by the way.
Oh my god!
But I didn't like that.
Nina, this is all your fault.
That was a David Ruffin moment.
I mean, you know who the fuck they came to see.
I don't know if they came to see that shit. Dude.
Oh, that was
nobody coming to see you, Otis.
All right, man. So listen, dog. Some shit happened this past week, and it pissed me clean the fuck off.
Clean the fuck off. You sound like somebody's daddy.
No comment.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's what she said. It pissed me clean the fuck off. We're gonna go ahead and jump into it. I think I sent it to you on like Sunday and shit. This one had the little incident that happened in Brooklyn.
Oh yeah.
So a young lady, it was a young lady who was explaining what happened. She said another young lady and her grandmother were inside of a nail salon. She got her feet done. She had her nails done. And she got her eyebrows done. She paid for the feet, paid for the nails, and her eyebrows, which were $5, she didn't like, so she didn't want to pay for them. And at that point, the people in the store started beating and attacking them with sticks. And they beat the grandmother, and they beat the young girl, and everybody in the store, and there was a man holding an adult, and while they was like literally beating the person,
giving them lashes,
beating the person with sticks, and the shit was like heartbreaking. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all beating these people over $5 or whatever, and then like y'all open up the store the next day because they was out there promoting the next day. So, I'm not. At my older age, I have definitely got a hold of my temper. You know what I'm saying? But ain't no part of my body will allow
your grandma, nigga,
to beat my grandma with a stick, and I will shoot that motherfucker
right
up. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody in that motherfucker deserves to catch.
Like y'all ain't gonna be shit to open up in the morning.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
and how low do you think of me?
Coming in that bitch like St. Louis.
Besides actually beating them with sticks, then they got acetone. They threw the acetone in their face.
Oh hell!
You know what I'm saying? You got a man.
No.
First off, these is black. First off, these black women.
Right.
So you, from a different culture, feel so comfortable to put your hands around a man.
So comfortable with disrespecting.
You know what I'm saying?
That you think this is okay.
And you felt so comfortable that you opened up shop the next day, like everything was gonna be all good. So I don't understand.
No. Not my grandma.
Like I don't even know where to begin.
Well, thankfully it wasn't nobody that I love. Because you're not gonna beat my grandma, my mama, my daughter, my sister, not no woman that is related to me or in my circle. Like to hell if it's a family member. If my homegirl called me up and say some niggas beat her with a stick, where the fuck are these niggas at?
And you see shit online all the time and different social activists and shit like that. But like this literally made me angry. Like I literally was angry and frustrated. And I sent this shit to like everybody on my phone who I thought would like respond. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause like I want to talk about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I was actually angry and like why you think that's okay? And then like I felt bad because there are people inside of the video store. I mean, people inside of the store who were videotaped it because I saw the video of the shit happening. You know what I'm saying? So I saw the video of a man holding another woman and letting them beat him and attack him. But like, all right, so at what point do you get involved? Like when do you jump in? Cause like fuck taping this shit. Like you beating an old lady and you beating a young girl with sticks. Like at what point do I say fuck this shit? This is going beyond what I will do, and you actually get in. So I want to kind of explore that today. And what situation is like?
When is enough enough? You know what I'm saying? When is it cool just to be a man and be like, no, this shit ain't gonna ride in my presence?
Be a man or be a woman. Like I don't care if you was a man or if you were able-bodied in there. How do you sit there and watch that shit?
It should have been caught before it got physical between the man and the women, period. Like, you can kind of read a situation being on the outside, like, this shit about to turn into some shit it don't need to turn into. Like, and right before it get to that point that you know it shouldn't come into, that's when the fuck you need to step in. Like, it shouldn't get to a certain point, and then it's 9 times out of 10 at that point it's too late, and then you try to jump in when you see like, oh shit, they beating up the grandma. Like, no, you should have been able like to tell certain fucking cues to where it was like, okay, this shit.
And like, a lot of people get the bystander effect though. A lot of people are standing there and they're like, okay, somebody else has to be jumping in, right? Like somebody's gonna say something. But
even before that, as a business owner, we talking $5 American. You understand? Like, take that L. So what? You didn't like how your lashes were done? Cool. If we can't fix them or satisfy you, you know what?
$5 American to Asian people.
So and what's so funny is
still
like
$5.
Most of the people in the video were women.
Yeah.
But and it was the one guy that was there. I'm like, all right, as the man in the situation, you need to step, or the business owner in the situation, somebody needs to step in. Like, let me get this shit under control. Stop hitting. And everybody was just looking and on the bystander effect, where like I don't know that I could just sit back and watch that shit. I might have to take a couple hits of the bamboo or whatever the fuck they got. You know what I'm saying? And like start fucking some women up. And unfortunately, in this situation, as a man, this is the situation where you need to hit a woman. I know that shit sounds wild, but you have women beating an elderly woman. You have
an elderly black woman
being beat by another culture. For allegedly, the grandma didn't do shit.
Right.
My granddaughter didn't want to pay.
My grandmother didn't want to wait for these weak ass eyebrows that you did on me for $5. If you getting your eyebrows, how much eyebrows do? Did it
at least bare minimum?
Yeah, usually about 10.
All right, because like that shit seemed like mad.
$5 is a steal. Right? What the fuck?
But like, come on, fam. Like at this particular point, as a man, in that situation, I would have to put my hands on a woman.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame you even if I like.
Or there. Snatch the bamboo sticks and like, hey, back the fuck up.
Yeah, it's certain situations where you have to, like, you have no other fucking choice. Like, I wouldn't have blamed you if that scenario happened and then you jumped in because of that reason. I'd be like, shit, fuck it. If that's how it
The first thing I'm going to do is hit that man, though.
Yeah.
The first thing I'm pointing out is him because, like, you holding
Make it a fair fight.
You holding the grandma. You literally holding another woman so people can hit her with a stick.
That's some whole ass
But
shit.
it's your turn. All right, you done? Now you get some.
Like that shit, wow. And like I don't understand how the building's still standing right now.
Yeah.
Like you out of this neighborhood. There's no fucking way that you can come into this neighborhood, take money off this community, and then treat me like that. Treat us like that. Our prized possession.
Oh, they trying for sure. They trying. They did all type of protests up there.
Fuck that protest shit. Sometimes I'm okay with violence.
Yeah.
Because don't shit move without violence.
Nothing in history moves without violence.
Ain't nobody ever peacefully talk their way out of a conflict.
And that just goes to show you how much that we are only of value to the motherfuckers. Like, you ain't shit but just a couple dollars. You ain't shit but them $5 to me. Like, that just goes to show you like how they was so comfortable, like you said, to like
beat
on
ass
us
for $5.
Yeah, like you was so comfortable to beat my ass to that extreme over $5 like it should never be that fucking
You don't look
deep.
at me as human, though.
No, you don't. Like, you don't give a fuck about me, and that right there is like fucking proof that you don't.
So y'all visit these shops with the is Asian women, is that like offensive a term or some shit? I don't know.
I think that's very general instead of just saying Chinese or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, so I heard conversation with women talking about like they be disrespectful, talking to different shit, and like how is the interaction with black women and the Asian women in those nail shops and hair shops and shit like that?
Like, I feel like at times, like, you can tell when they talking some slick shit, because like they'll say something, then another one will laugh, and then like another one will come over, and then like you'll see their eyes going like different directions, and then they say some shit, and then somebody over there may giggle. I'm like, okay, they must be talking shit about something going on in here. But like the shop where I go to, it is Asian people, but like they seem pretty cool from what I know, because for all I know, you could be talking shit about me and I don't even fucking know it. But they are very personable. They greet you by first name. Like, everybody that come in there, like if you're a regular, they definitely address you as such. Like, they pretty cool, like from what I can see on my end. Like, because how the hell I know, like, when you go over there, y'all over there kikiing about some shit, like in another language, like, I don't know.
Yeah, that shit rude, by the way.
It is.
Me personally, I don't go to them for much. I try to give my sisters my dollars when I can, when they act right. But, you know, when I do got to go to them, I mean, if they sitting up there cracking jokes about feet, I know it ain't mine. So they can sit up there and laugh all that. You can look under the table. Please look under the table. Like,
I'm just trying to verify.
Like, what Sweetie say? 10 right toes and them Tory flip-flops. I'm good. But, you know.
I love that white paint.
So listen, man, we gotta
give me another baby.
We gotta patronize our own establishments because they clearly have no respect for us, right?
Yeah.
But our own establishments got to do good business too.
That part.
There you go.
Because you got to be worth it. Like, people different.
I found this online, and it says how black women can boycott racist nail salons for the rest of 2018, and they called it a sit-in Saturdays. So we got two ladies here. I'm gonna read this off, and y'all tell me if this is reasonable or this is wild.
Okay.
So one is say find a black-owned nail salons in your city. 1, make appointments on Saturdays. 2, invite a friend to go with you. 3, tip your nail technician. And 4, photograph yourself and then tag yourself sit-in Saturday. So that's the first joint. They said if you can't find a black-owned nail salon, host a mani-pedi party with friends on Saturdays, pull resources to buy supplies to share, watch YouTube to learn manicure tips, do each other's nails, photograph the group, and tag it sit-in Saturdays.
Do it have to be Saturday, though?
I guess that's their biggest money
I don't want
day.
to spend my Saturday in the nail shop. Like, that's a lot.
I assume they doing that because that's their biggest.
It's for the cause.
Yeah,
It's for the cause.
It's not an unreasonable request, honestly. But the one thing that I have noticed that people typically complain about on social media is getting appointments with black people. Like, because I see all the time on Facebook, like, I go to the same people, like the same girl braid my hair, the same girl do every other hairstyle, and the same person do my makeup. Like, when I see people online and they be making these posts like, oh my God, who can do some feed-in braids today by 2:00? It's like,
nobody.
How the fuck? Like, why are you upset? Like, and they be mad as fuck. Like, I can't find nobody
do it.
Yeah, it's like, okay, bitch, it is 12:30, and you looking for an appointment. Like, I see that a lot. So to say like, okay, we all need to like go to a black owned place on this certain day. Like, typically those are the busiest. Like, that is a heavy traffic day for business. Mm-hmm. So that, I feel like out of all the other requests, like, that may be the only issue, like trying to find somebody that is available, because I know, like, everybody I know that's black and does certain services that's like a heavy day. I
guess, and this is literally my guess, if that's their business day, they want to take business away from them on their business day.
Which makes sense. That is Saturday.
To give it to us on our...
I mean, if you can't affect them with violence, you can affect them with the dollar.
It's only two things. Period. It's money and violence. So if if you're not prepared to be violent, you got to be prepared to be talking with your money.
The only thing that I feel like to be honest, and I hope this don't sound and come out fucked up, but I typically go to agents for like my nails and shit just because of like time management. Like, you can go to a black person. Like, when I used to go to black people to do my nails, that shit take forever. And like with the Asian people, you'll be like in and out. And then like black people typically would charge more, and the Asians usually
Who do a better
don't.
job?
Black people.
Yeah.
Hands down. Black girls do way better nails. The problem is it's everything that you have to go through to get the good nails. Like, it's the, oh, well, it's a $10 late fee, it's $25 deposit.
You gotta be on time.
So, you know, and they be late.
Saying, just be on time.
But they be late. Look, they be late. It's like, black girl, hands down, black girls do nails way better. Hands. Feet, Asian people go to work on your feet like they was with you all 40 hours of your week.
Yeah.
Like they know your feet hurt. Like they get to rubbing them feet like they knew you had a long week.
Okay. Yeah. And you wouldn't get that same
Do the black
service.
nail places be having a massage?
You know, I've never seen
Girl, you be sitting in a lazy boy.
When you go to
black people to do feet?
If you go, it's only
exactly.
I don't think I've seen that.
Exactly. This is how I look at it.
I seen the nails. Like I'm going to school to do feet.
When you
I've
go,
never seen the. I ain't seen that before.
If you think about it, like when you look on social media, like all these black nail techs, they only do fucking nails. But if you go to the nail places in the hood, it's the Asian people doing nails and the black people on your feet.
Yep.
Because when I used to go to nail studio, all them nail studios on 8 Mile and Gratiot, there was like 2 or 3 of them. I would go in there, an Asian person for sure was doing my nails, but black people was doing the designs and they was doing the pedicures. They was not doing your regular
that's what they
nails.
use black girls for. They use them for the nail art and the airbrush and all that little cute stuff because they know that we want that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to I wouldn't dare let an Asian girl touch my hands.
Right, they like, I do the bass part, any like creative or any other like that type of shit, like, no, they do that. We ain't doing that.
Everything is very structured with them. Like if your pinky on your right hand look like something, your pinky on your left gonna look like that. There's no variation. Like you can't even tell them like, oh, well, can you just put this stone at the top instead? They're like, no, no.
All right, so with this particular situation, you viewing this live, is this a situation, Dane, where you like, I'm about to do something?
Yeah, you at least got to jump in and say something. Like you got to stand up and be like, hey, this. Hell, you know, get your motherfucking hands off of Granny.
Yeah. So I want to go over a couple of different scenarios.
Just to give me my time to share my story time with the story.
Shit.
Just scenarios where, like, is this enough for you to, like, when do you jump in and say something? Normally, like, all right, I'm a mind and this is not just on some racial shit or some violent shit. In general, when a situation has occurred and it's dealing with people that you love and have relationships with, when do you be like, all right, normally I just mind my business, but when do you jump in and say something?
If I think it's egregious or it's abuse, you understand?
Right.
Then I'm a step out of my comfort zone and say something. Because, like,
I'm gonna ask you.
Go ahead. I'm
gonna explain this scenario that was literally just told to me this morning, and so I won't say any names. So it's this young lady, and she been dating this guy, and she said everything been working out fine. You know, funny guy, blah blah blah. And they were online looking at mutual people that they share on Facebook.
Oh, man, this is all bad.
And he was like, well, how do you know this person? Well, this person is this. Well, how do you know this person? And she was like, well, how do you know this person? I was like, oh, we deal with each other one time.
I'm not playing that Facebook game with no grown-ass woman. I'm not.
Great. So the woman that she pointed out happens to be married to her brother. And the gentleman was like, oh, yeah, we did whatever back in this particular year. And this particular year, they were together. So
were they married?
They weren't married, but they were in a relationship shortly before they got married. So it's like, now you're dating a guy that you really like and you want to bring him around, everything like that. But this guy had sex with your brother's wife before they was married, but his wife, and now you know about it, and like, what do you do with this guy? And do you say something to your brother because you hate the wife? By the way, you already hate the wife, and she's a terrible person for him. You already hate the wife. I've heard different stories, whatever. She's a horrible person, blah blah blah. You already hate the wife, and now you know for a fact that your wife, the wife of your brother, has dipped out.
I'm not touching that shit. I'm not touching that shit.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can make a motherfucker like somebody or push them towards somebody else.
Yep.
Just with your ill opinion of it.
Absolutely.
It ain't my problem. I ain't get into it. And the bitch had bodies on her before she met my brother. Before she met this nigga,
Okay.
She probably got bodies on her after that.
Like,
But you
fuck it,
said
he may
that.
know.
But
But
you
what I'm
said
saying
that
is-
happened when they was together, right? Like she
Yeah.
stepped out.
Why they was together?
See, now that is
And he said it only happened once because I found out that she was with somebody. Now, this your brother. And the wife that he has, you already don't like her. She already a bad person. You don't think they should ever been married.
See.
And now you got a 100% proof. And you dating this guy. So now you're going to bring him around the family knowing that they got, like, what are you doing in this situation?
You can't do shit about somebody's history. Hoes I've been hitting my past is just bitches.
But we
I've
talking
been hitting
about,
the past.
we not talking about
Right,
history, we talking
it's
about
not-
present. Like,
yeah.
in this particular, do you say something to your brother like, nigga, your
It's
wife is not official?
this is how it. This is
Because if he finds out, because if your brother finds out that you knew, and
Yep.
then you bring this
Why the
nigga
fuck you ain't
around my
tell me?
family and everything
Yep.
like that, how do you feel?
This is what I would do in that situation. I would talk to my brother and tell him, because at the end of the day, like you said, that is my fucking brother. Like, I need to tell you this information. I've actually been in similar scenarios like this. I'm going to give you this information. I'm going to tell you what the fuck is going on. You do with that information what you feel like you need to do. I'm not going to tell you what you need to do, but this is what the fuck is going on. This is how I feel. You tell me how you feel. Now, what you do, that's on you. Now, if you decide to stay with her, that's on you. If you decide to leave her, that's on you. I'm not going to be the person to influence that decision, especially because you already know me and her have an issue with each other, and then it's going to come again. It's going to be like, you got to pick a side. You're either going to stand up for your sister or you're going to stand up for your wife. And I don't want to put you in that situation, but at the same time, it's like, I don't want you to look at it as like, oh, you just being on some petty shit because you don't like her. It's like, no, this is what the fuck the issue is. I'm not even going to come to you like, oh, you need to leave this bitch. I'm going to just tell you like, hey, look, bro, she did this shit with my dude that I'm dating now. While y'all were together, I understand that's your wife. Do what you need to do and then move the fuck on. Like, you got it off of your mind. You told your brother what, the information that you know as a sister like you were supposed to. And then whatever the fuck happens from there just happens.
So, Dan, let me ask. You get married, right? Mm-hmm. And I find out one of my men just currently smashing your wife. We still doing the podcast with each other every Friday and everything like that. And I never say nothing to you about it. And then you find out and you found that I knew the whole time. You don't feel no type of way?
Well, first of all, I'm the star of this show, so I can easily just go solo and make this shit pop.
That was not the fucking question.
He swear though.
No, I'm gonna feel a certain type of way.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like,
gonna feel
You have to.
like
because you could have.
and normally,
I'm gonna feel like you should at least gave me like an alley oop or something.
Yeah.
I mean, in general, like I would like to stay out of those type of situations. You know what I'm saying? And I have stayed out in most of the situations, but like when somebody is that close to you, like I feel fake around you. If you
Yeah.
you
And
claim
then,
to be
and then,
a-
I, and then
I've
I
been
look,
there.
and then
Yeah.
I look at like our relationship. Like we've known each other like damn near 20 years, like probably over 20 years. So like you, it's beyond the podcast shit. Like you, my man's for
Facts.
real. Like,
Yeah.
but like if I'm
nigga, am I supposed to? If I see your girl out cheating, am I just supposed to sit on that shit?
and I say the podcast,
like no, nigga, I'm making the call while I'm there. Like nigga, check your phone. I got some shit coming through on the screenshot in about 2 seconds.
I mean, shit. I mean, and what's you know how fucked up I feel like if I knew like all my people. Like this is what I never wanted to ever happen.
You don't want to be embarrassed.
You go into a room, you with your lady or some shit, or what you think is your lady.
Everybody
you
know
go into
someone.
a room and everybody know
Some
what the
shit
really going
except
on
for you.
except you, and then you
Yeah,
feel that
that's
energy.
embarrassing as fuck. You do.
And
You
I
do.
try to make sure that I've never been with somebody who. 'Cause I wouldn't want nobody else to feel that way. You know what I'm saying? So like that's some fucked up shit.
It is.
And
But
that's
niggas out here, a lot of niggas know they married to hoes or former hoes.
some people don't. And literally, because
That bitch moved to another city.
My
Because
folks-
Detroit gets smaller as you get older.
Hey, look, my folks in my circle and shit, they know this one part. I'm not gonna even say the nickname because people know the nickname.
Oh shit.
But like,
you got to tell me off the air.
you know what I'm saying? But like, the nickname was married to a guy, and the guy didn't know nothing about her past. He was a great guy. You know what I'm saying? Well, he appeared to be a great guy. He knew nothing about the past, and everybody else did. Now, when they was together, it was like some nobody ever said nothing. You know what I'm saying? It was some perfect shit. Nobody knew she was.
He was just
creeping up.
happy.
Yeah, he was happy, but like everybody else knew, like nigga,
Yeah.
your girl got a pass. But he did not know that his girl had.
But
a
I
pass.
mean,
Niggas with former hoes.
can
yeah, because
but-
the wholeness was deleted with her.
The hoe was never deleted. But
It deleted with her.
Nigga, you can archive your hoe. Fuck is you talking about?
She was in
You can't
college.
delete it, but you can archive it.
She was in college. When she came out of college, she wasn't horny.
Did she go to Michigan State?
Yeah.
Ooh. It's some
I've said too much.
It's some hoes that went to state. Swear to God.
Niggas some hoes that went to every school.
Yeah, but like,
some hoes
if
that
you
go
went
to
to
college.
state between 2000 and 06, I don't know. I feel a type of way about your vagina, but
You've alienated
25%
of our listener base. By the way,
I mean, I love you, but I mean, I know my niggas was up at state.
I was there so much they thought I went there.
Yeah, they was up there running through and doing some dirty work. I always say this, and I mean this shit with the bottom of my heart. Like, niggas would probably be happier marrying hoes. You know, in our mind, we want a freak ass version, but like, nigga, she didn't learn how to suck dick like that.
I don't want a freak.
I mean, some
You
niggas
want
do.
somebody with some experience. Like,
Right.
niggas are, like, you're right. Some niggas do because they be sitting up talking all that shit on social media. Like, ain't nobody about to wife no bitch. They got
No, hoes get married every day.
This amount of bodies.
First
like,
of all, if you ask, you a hoe ass nigga. Don't ask.
First
Yeah.
off,
Don't worry about it. It's your turn now.
Listen, fam. You 30.
Pussy
years
is a
old.
month-to-month lease. It's straight is a month-to-month lease.
Hey, listen.
when
You
you
know what?
no, if you
Listen.
Hold on. Let me just make
Here
this
we go.
point.
Here
Pussy
we
is a
fucking
month.
go.
So here we go. Pussy is a month-to-month lease. If you fucking with a nigga right now and you liking him and it's feeling good and it's everything you want, if you wake up next Tuesday and you be like, I ain't gonna let Jarrell hit this no more. What the fuck that nigga gonna do?
So you saying relationships in general is month to month?
Fuck yeah, because you could be in love with somebody and then they turn into a different person. They wake up one day and be like, I ain't in love with her no more. I ain't in love with you no more. What the fuck you gonna do about it? Cry your ass to sleep. Like you just have to deal with it and move on. People change.
I get people change, but I don't know that every relationship is. I mean, I guess technically everything in life is day to day because you can die any day. But like that's, I don't know.
And man, niggas walk away from 20, 30 year marriages, relationships every motherfucking day because they don't want to be in that shit no more. Like I did love you before you had 4 kids, and now you shaped like a gallon of milk. Like I don't love you no more.
You know what?
That's not necessarily.
You're shaped like a bleach bottle.
But that's not.
You have the same shape of a trapper keeper.
But that's not.
I'm not in
necessarily
love with you
month to
no
month.
more.
That's not some shit that you just woke up one day and was like, "Damn, I don't feel like it." That was some gradual shit.
Or you could just decide one day like I don't want to be with her no more. Look, this is a fucked up. This wasn't the story I was gonna tell, but like I know a nigga personally was married to his wife, long time. They was probably married 10 plus years. She was a homemaker. I don't want to call her a housewife, but she was a homemaker. She was on the internet on different social sites talking to motherfuckers. She had built a relationship with a nigga. I'm dead serious. Built a relationship with a nigga that she had met like on Facebook or something, decided that she wanted to leave her marriage 10 years for a nigga that she had never like met in person.
He's a catfish.
And she walked away from that shit. She's still with the Facebook nigga to this day.
That bitch was bored.
Yeah,
that's
but-
different. That bitch was bored.
What?
She needed some attention.
Well, she might need some. It was something definitely lacking in her
Right.
relationship that she
No,
found
I'm not,
somewhere else.
and I'm not
Now-
saying that my homeboy was just fucking perfect, but shit like this happens.
Yeah, but that wasn't one day I woke up. That was a
but hold on.
gradual process.
Right.
But hold on, Jay. Like you ain't never been with a chick, and then you be like, you know what? You look at her one day and like, this shit ain't going fucking nowhere, yo. Like I'm wasting my motherfucking. Like you are literally the bridge to my next bitch. Like I'm just wasting my
Oh, that's
time.
a situationship. That's not a relationship.
No, that could be a relationship, and she still be the bridge to what you really want to get to.
100%. That has happened, and I end up ending a relationship. However, that wasn't a one day I woke up. That was some gradual shit. Like
Yeah, you
I
knew
thought
that
about
shit
it
about
for a
2
long
months ago.
time, and then was like, all right, this is the day that I actually said out loud, or you admitted to yourself. I don't know. I mean,
Hey, you knew that when that one bitch slid into your DMs on Instagram and you actually wrote her
now
back.
granted, I do think somebody can come into your life and be like,
and just change that shit in the world.
yeah. So you know, but maybe you got a point. So you know,
Your ass.
Look at me.
but then the same, as quick as they came into your life and changed it, they could do something, make you look at a motherfucker completely different. Be like, you know what, this ain't going where I thought it was gonna go. Let's stop it right now.
If that happens often in your life, I think you make.
Well, then you're the common denominator in that shit.
It's you.
Now, granted, I'm an Aries, so I'm very impulsive. You know what I'm saying? So I make my decisions rather quickly.
I mean, I used to date honestly with the mentality like I can do better than this bitch. I can. Now, if it take me 10 years to do better, then fuck it. Then it might just come to that.
That's like an endless search, though.
And I know that's why, like, the shit gets empty
That's like
after.
an excuse to run through hoes, though.
No, I don't need an excuse. I can just be single as fuck and have a rotation of 5 different bitches in a week.
I feel like you probably do that already.
Right.
I mean, I've been there before. I don't give no fuck.
I know. Damn.
Yeah, I done had a rotation before, and it's good until it ain't. Like, I'm not even gonna go through some of the shit cause nigga, I done been through all type of shit with women. I done been shot at, stabbed, locked in houses, like all type of fucked up shit because of poor decisions I made with women. Like, nigga, it's a reason I'm 36 and shit fucking single as fuck, cause I done made poor decisions with good women that I've had in my life.
So why don't you just make better decisions?
I mean, I'm now at the point I am in my life now, like I realize I've gone through counseling. I've done my soul searching. I realize I am the common denominator, and I have to do better in order to get what I want out of it. I want to get married again. I don't want to be fucking single forever. And
you don't want to be that nigga 45 in the club?
No, because I look at it like this. Like me, I was 22 when I had my son. He's 15 now. I'm 36. Literally 5 years from now, I'll be 41. He'll be in his 20s because he turns 16 next year. So he'll be 21. I'll be, 40.
No, y'all not.
Nigga, all I'm just saying is I don't want to walk in the floods and I see my son there.
At 21, your son not going to floods.
Nah, I'm just putting.
If he's smart, he would.
He could be like,
catch him some cougar pussy.
Like all these old hoes in there. With
but I mean,
he want a 21-year-old body.
He catch him. But an old bitch that want to pay some bills.
But I'm just saying, like, I could easily meet a woman that's 10 years younger than me. That means she's 10 years older than him. Fact. She could go either, depending on how she feeling, she could go either way. I don't want to be competing with hoes with my son.
We talked about the mother-daughter shit.
You know what I'm saying? That was on Facebook not too long ago.
Yeah, I want to compete because he young and handsome, got a hair got a ponytail and shit. I can't compete with that.
You got a ponytail?
Yeah, when he throw on the ponytail, like the young ladies act the fuck up.
Like the Lloyd ponytail?
Yeah, I was gonna call him young, but he don't like. My son isn't nothing like I was at 15. Like he takes monogamy very seriously. Like he has but he got like one young lady that he like. No, when I was 15, nigga, I was doing numbers. I was 2 abortions deep before 16. You understand? I was 2 abortions deep before 16. Back when these bitches cost less than $300, I was paying for abortions.
Wow.
I don't know, Dave. I don't know.
I do feel like Dave was on some bullshit.
15-year-old Dave, you came up with $600?
Mike, it wasn't just at one time. The nigga I was working. Fuck
at 15?
Yes. I don't have no bills, Jay. You don't have no fucking bills, nigga. What I'm saving up money for Jordans and Guess jeans.
Yes, you're not saving shit as a 15-year-old. So like, get that shit is going out anyway. It don't fucking matter.
I knew I wanted to move out at like 14. So like, nigga, I had furniture on layaway. Like, by senior year, I'd applied for low income housing and I had furniture on layaway. I knew I wasn't staying home much longer.
All right, so listen, dog. Back to situations that you was in. So listen, man, we live in a climate. I watched the Trayvon Martin shit again on Monday.
Shit's hard to watch.
It was really good.
But it's hard to watch.
It's so hard to watch.
And it put me in my feelings once again because, all this type of shit really, it fucks with me. So you in a situation where there is a police stop and you with one of your homies or whatever, and the police is getting rough and rowdy with your mans, and he in a situation where the police like they killing your mans right in front of you.
They gonna kill 2 of us.
What do you do?
They gonna kill.
So for an example,
I carry. They gonna kill 2 of us.
So like on some Trayvon Martin shit or some Eric Garner shit, like, or one of my nephews or my brother or something like that. Like if I'm literally sitting here watch the police choke out a loved one of mine, I can't sit and it looks like you about to kill one of my loved ones. At this particular point, I cannot sit here and watch you kill somebody in my family.
I couldn't imagine living with that guilt or living with that hurt. It's gonna be jail, hell, or the hospital, but we both going.
Facts. I mean, like, ideally, there's never a smart idea to like, all right, we about to shoot out with the police, about to attack the police. But like at some point, it gotta be like
get involved.
You know what I'm saying? Like
But why isn't it a smart? I'm not gonna say a smart idea, but why is it frowned upon for you to challenge the police? They're not the all in all authority of the fucking world.
Facts.
Climate.
It's just how what people think about. Like, so for an example, how me and I think, if I'm not under arrest, don't put your fucking hands on me. Like, don't touch me. You can ask me to sit over here. You can ask me whatever. If I'm not under arrest, don't put your fucking hands on me. If you touch me, then that's assault. I should have the opportunity to fight back. Because you shouldn't fucking be touching me. Because I can't touch you.
And
if I'm under
and the stand your ground laws
is in Michigan.
Yeah, and that doesn't, and you're allowed to stand your ground against the police.
Facts. But I understand how it will be painted in the media. But like in real life, if you unless you about to arrest me and put me in cuffs or I'm being detained, don't fucking touch me. You should not be touching me.
Facts.
There's no special law to say I'm the police, I can touch people. Like, no, don't fucking touch me.
The police aren't above the law.
Right, you gotta obey the law. So like, don't fucking touch me. I don't like being touched by no police officer ever. You know what I'm saying? So in situations like that, it's like I cannot in my heart to heart sit back and watch somebody choke my father out. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck that.
Like,
not to me, that's the same scenario the nigga beat my grandma. Like, no, something gonna have to shake. And if it involves like me going to jail too, or me possibly killing you, then so be it.
It's a lot of shit I would do. I'll get the attention off my father. And you bring,
or like your children.
Put the attention on me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll take your attention. Like, y'all fucking with him. I'll make you put the attention on me so he can do whatever the fuck he need to do. You know what I'm saying? But it's no fucking way that I would allow you to touch my nephews, my family members, my cousin. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just can't.
The Kendrick song escapes me right now. Like when he talked about like his homeboy, like what would you
Triple
do?
X.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up into the station and I'm gonna start shooting everybody.
You know what I'm saying? And then he say he called the police, put the phone up. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I just, like in that situation, like so you get you and your son riding, and you on some driver's training shit. He in the driver's seat, you in the passenger, and the police start fucking with him.
And look, I've lived a long and fruitful life, son. You gonna take it from here because I'm not letting shit happen to my baby. Like I don't like my oldest is like I said, he's 15, about to turn 16. I look at him as the same baby that I held and cut the cord. You're not finna do shit to my youngin.
Now we say
Plain and
that
simple.
As men, you know what I'm saying? We think different. Like, Shy, you think. And you don't have to say yes. Like you think you can? Would you ever go against the police?
It would have to be like you said. Like I have 2 sons. Like you're not about to do nothing to my fucking kid. Like not right in front of me. Like I would have to. Like as a mother, like there's no way I would allow something to go down like right in front of my face. Or even it probably wouldn't even have to be just my kid. Like my loved one. Like my grandmother or anybody. Like if I feel like I don't know, I just feel like I cannot.
I've seen video where the mom and like you see tragedies and it's like they watching that shit happen. I can't watch.
How can you just stand there?
I think there's something in you, even with mothers, like, you know, even though you may not be like a huge woman in stature, I think that there would be something that would come over you.
Yeah, it would.
Like I'm gonna have to claw your eyes out for touching one of my kids.
Right.
So has ever been a situation that that you witnessed and you went back and like, damn, I think I should. I wish I would have stepped in and said something.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yo, shout out to my homeboy D, because I'm gonna just tell this story. My homeboy D and his girl Yolanda used to have a very volatile relationship.
Okay.
Like, I done seen this nigga like go upside her shit, but I done also seen her stab this nigga and collapse his lung. So I mean, they got some wild shit that's going on, and I'm not with like I've never been in an abusive relationship at all in my life. I've never like hit a woman that I was involved with, so I don't understand the consciousness that goes into that, and then still wanting to be with this person after that shit. Like that's just beyond me. But I remember one time I came over to the house and I pulled up and I can see her out the window. But the reason why she's out she had her head like waving out the window. I'm thinking she waving, But no, my nigga D got her in the window and is trying to close the window on her head.
Oh my gosh.
Why do you keep saying this nigga name?
Well, I mean, long story short, he's passed now. So,
Oh,
I mean, so I feel like I
Just disrespect the dead. I get it.
yeah, well, I mean,
Go ahead.
so I mean, I could see him like trying to close the window on her head, but we were so used to seeing them do some wild shit.
You ain't think none of it.
Yeah, I mean, like this is
Norm.
yeah, it is normal.
Unfortunate.
It is normal for them. It is normal for them. So we sitting on the porch talking now. Yolanda wasn't the brightest young lady in the world. Bitch is damn near illiterate. And he's sitting on the front porch talking about how she can barely read, write, and all this shit. She behind the door listening to everything we saying.
Oh shit.
So at one point, my nigga D is sitting on the porch. I'm standing up. I can see the door swing open. And by the time I can yell out like duck, she got a cast iron skillet. She didn't crack this nigga shit open. I feel like maybe if we would have stepped in and intervened during one of these interactions, maybe it wouldn't have.
Is that what killed him?
That was my thought. That was my thought. Like, okay, so he dead.
No,
how much of that did she have to do with?
No, that didn't kill him. I mean, it sent the nigga to receiving.
I bet.
Clearly.
But it didn't kill him. But before we made it down to receiving, she already there getting the nigga admitted. Like, that's still her boo. You know what I'm saying? Like, she still love this nigga, but she'll go upside this. I told you she stabbed the nigga and collapsed the lung.
And it made if you die, I kill you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Damn right.
Beat your ass, but you better not die, bitch.
So I feel like if we would have stepped in, maybe we could have prevented shit from going as far as it
Hell
did
no.
sometimes.
You ever had a situation y'all wish y'all would have stepped in and didn't? It don't gotta be that drastic.
No, I pretty much like if I felt like I was put in a position that I need to, like there's a chance that I could or couldn't be involved, I've stepped in. Like I've been in a situation where a friend of mine, I worked with somebody and this person was pregnant, and then somebody else that we worked with was cool with that person, and the girl that was pregnant told the one girl, like, hey, you know, who is that girl? Like, oh, that's Cheyenne. Okay, she got a friend named such and such. Yeah, she got a dude named such and such. Okay, bet. And then the girl that I was cool with, that was like the mutual party, she came and told me like, hey, you know, such and such that I be talking to that's pregnant. I'm like, yeah, what's up? She like, oh, well, she said she pregnant by this dude. I'm like, that's my best friend, boyfriend. What the fuck you mean she pregnant by him? And it was like one of them situations where I sat on this shit for maybe like a week, because it was one of them situations where it was like, do I fucking tell you? Or do I stay the fuck out of it because it ain't my business?
That baby get here.
But I was like, at the same time, I thought about how I would feel. Like I would fucking hate if my best friend knew some shit about a nigga that I go home to every fucking night. Like, you know, some foul shit like this that I don't know, and you didn't fucking tell me. Like I would feel some type of way. So I
know
told
the baby
her
really is.
it was other factors that went to that. That was his fucking baby.
I mean, whether the baby was his or not.
The fact that it's a possibility, right? The fact that it's a possibility you cheated on me, and that's enough.
I ain't admitting to nothing. Nope.
They whole situation, nigga. You ain't even got the chance to lie on this. That's your baby. So I was
You've never seen me lie in action. You've never seen me lie in action.
I couldn't even imagine you lying.
All right, man. So this shit happened to me. Well, not to me, but this shit happened about 1.5 years, 2 years ago, man. This is the only situation where, like, I felt I should have stepped in, and it really fucked with me. I was in the mall. I was in 12 Oaks, and it was this lady, and she was just screaming on her kid. Mm-hmm. Like, she was berating there. She was like yelling at her, calling her stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like, it was just like. It was like, wow. And I sat there and I was walking by, then I kind of stopped and I watched. And then like the daughter, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, she must have been like 11 or 12 and shit, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, head was down. Like, I can't believe I came in this. She was just like berating her and like giving her the business. And I'm like, man, I should go over there and like, and say something. I'm like, this none of my business. It's none of my business. And so I walked off and shit. And then like I got to the fucking car, like was going to my car. I'm like, no, man, I need to say something. But then when I turned around and walked back, like they was gone. But that shit just haunted me, like, dog.
Yeah.
Clearly that's not my child. It's nothing but like It was so bad.
Yeah.
It was just so
In
fucking
situations
bad.
like that, if it's like this motherfucker doing this in person, imagine what the fuck they do at home. Like she probably beating her ass.
So much stuff went through my mind. I'm like, well, shit, if
Yeah.
I get involved, like I don't want it to make it harder on this person.
Yeah.
But like, well, what if I get over there and some shit happen or whatever, and then attention is drawn to the situation. You find out this girl been getting beat. You know what I'm saying? Like it fucked with my mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I wish I would have said something because I felt like as an adult, like why are you talking to this kid this way?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was just horrible. But I really felt that like I should have said something and I didn't.
Yeah.
And,
yeah, but I feel like you definitely took the right option because a lot of them situations like that, you would have went over there and said something and then it would have turned into a whole nother thing. Like, why the fuck you in my business?
And also, it was a white woman.
Oh, yeah.
You know
you would have been a nigger.
It was a white woman and it was a young white girl. And I'm like, black male comes over there and approaches the white woman.
They could have flipped that shit on you. Like,
Definitely
he came
would've
over
been a
here
big black
being
man.
aggressive. Yeah.
And literally,
Nigger.
and unfortunately, that's what I was thinking about. So the child's welfare went underneath my fear. And I would call it fear of being accused of talking bad to a white woman.
Exactly.
And that's fucking insane.
Talking bad to a white woman ain't no fucking crime.
In America, it is. Shit.
What I'm saying, while you and nobody
At 12
with how
Oaks?
these police,
With these white people?
and it should not be. And
Yeah.
and given this situation happening tomorrow, I probably would act differently. But it's unfortunate, and I can admit that like that was a fear of mine. That played into me not going over there. I'm like, man, I'm gonna approach this white woman, and it's gonna look like
In Oakland, you would have been cool, but not at 12 Oaks.
I think you definitely made the right decision in not saying nothing for sure because that could have turned into so much bullshit. Like you said, it could have brought attention to their situation, led into like all these different, you know, like you said, the microscope on them.
But what I really wanted to do is I really wanted to make that woman feel small. I wanted to embarrass her. I wanted to make her feel. I wanted to hit her with all the bad words and shit. I wanted to make her feel like she was making that girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like, well, why would I display the same kind of hate that she displaying to the child? You know what I'm saying?
Because it's a trickle effect. You never know. That could be the reason why she's treating that girl like that because somebody probably in her childhood or whatever was treating her like that. So now they like, okay, that's how.
Cause and effect.
Yeah, like, okay, that's how I need to handle these situations. And then that young girl, she could take them verbal beatings throughout her whole, you know, childhood or whatever, and then grow up and had kids do the same shit because she saw it.
Because I came over there and I embarrassed her mom, so now this is the way to end. So
Maybe didn't jump too verbally.
Now this is how I fix the situation. Yeah. Somebody else with a stronger voice came over here, so now when something's not going my way, I'll hit you with a strong. You know what I'm saying? So I would, if I intervened, it'd have been different because I literally wanted to go over there and just scream on the woman, like, how the fuck you go? You know what I'm saying? Make her feel small. But then that would not have been great inside the mall.
Right.
Black man yelling at this white woman in the mall.
Oh, Nova.
You know what I'm saying? So,
nigga been kissing that towel right in front of Neiman's.
Period.
So, all right, man. That's what I got this week, man. I think that
you got a whose man's is this?
I do got a whose man's.
Well, let's have it.
All right, man. So this week, whose man's is this? This is I got
a good picture on that cracked screen.
I got to shout out to my man Cortez because he pointed this out. He mentioned this on Facebook.
Fuck you, dang.
You guys know who L. Brooke Patterson is?
Yeah.
Of course.
Did y'all hear his comments this week?
No.
Mm-mm.
So there's a group of businessmen in the Metro Detroit area. And they got a group trying to bring businesses and things to Detroit and stuff like that. And they asked L. Brooks if he would be interested in like joining and having a meeting with them. He said, I'd rather join the Klan. He'd rather join the Klan than a group of Metro Detroit CEOs, he said, were trying to take businesses from Oakland County and move them to Detroit. And he has his idea, like, I understand what they're doing. They just want to build up Detroit and such. But he said he would rather join the Ku Klux Klan.
He probably is already a
member, founding member,
and his hoodie is in the cleaners right now.
His shit is in his bottom drawer.
Then he apologized. He said, sometimes when I'm passionate about a topic, I choose sharp words and purposely engage in hyperbole to get my point across. Today, the words I chose offended a lot of people. I apologize for the poor choice.
No, don't apologize for it.
Too late.
Keep that same energy, my nigga. Stand on that shit.
In order, and instead of me meeting with this group of businessmen, probably black men, from the Metro Detroit area, aka Detroit, I'd rather join a Klan.
Black businessmen and CEOs trying to do better for the city.
I would rather join the Klan than meet with you niggas.
Niggers. Put that
put the
strong
ER
on that bitch.
Whose man is this? L. Book Patterson, this is not the first statement of this nature that he's made. It's time for this man to get out of office.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Whose man is this?
Old stale ass cracker.
Facts. We did.
Nigga been sitting out the box for years.
You did your music pick already.
Yeah. Is it time for the Benny?
Not quite. So next week we actually have spare change. Coming in. Because like last year, we did the backpack drive. So
me and Tommy was just talking about that on Sunday when he cut me up.
So next Sunday, now let me rephrase that. Next Saturday, the episode will be dropping with them, and the backpack and the community day is actually on Sunday the 26th. And,
week before them babies go back to school.
Yeah, so I'm giving out free backpacks, free haircuts, styles, free food. There's a bounce house. It's going to be the 26th of August between 12 p.m. and 4 p.m. at Tommy's Barber Lounge. That's 8971 Linwood in Detroit. Last year was a really, really dope event. It was like, I don't know, maybe like 400 backpacks we was able to give out.
That's what's up. Bounce
house, free food, free haircuts, ice cream truck pulled up. I think we ended up buying $120 worth of 120 ice cream cones, you know what I'm saying, for the kids or whatever, all free. So if you got anything you want to donate, you can take it up to Tommy's Barber Lounge. However, if you just want to donate some funds and can't physically come, there is Cash App, which is $SCTM313, which stands for Spare Change the Movement. That's SCTM313. You can donate 100% of the proceeds are going to the kids. That place holds a special place in my heart because I grew up like right down the street from there. My family home where my grandparents lived, when my parents got married in the backyard, it's like 2 streets over. And so like this is one of the places I grew up. And
Tommy does a lot for the community.
Absolutely.
Because the North End, I know, is where he grew up at, still kind of resides and lays his head. So he's definitely does a lot for that area. Shout out to him for being, a cold-ass barber, too, because he keep me and my boys looking clean.
Yeah, man, Linwood. 2 streets off from Jerk Road. Like my brother say, from Jerk Road and Evergreen to Jerk Road and Linwood, we did this Jerk Road thing for a long fucking time.
Okay.
Shout out to my brother. That's it, man.
All right. Is it time?
Yeah.
The doors of the church are open?
Yeah. Our guests can go first.
Yeah, go ahead and get your social media out.
All right. My social media, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Motor City Oprah. It is spelled exactly how it sounds, Motor City Oprah. And make sure y'all check out my podcast, Views from the Thick, for sure. In the latest episode, Dame didn't come through too. Has Jay. Has Jay. I had a solo booking of Jay and Hey Verge from Unsavory Antics, and also I had AJ and SJ on from TCE Pod. So definitely check it out. It was a very dope episode. We discussed a lot of different things, hip hop.
Facts.
If you want to make your shit hot, you can invite me out.
You were definitely
for a solo
invited.
booking. For a solo booking, okay?
Okay.
I'm Bobby Brown out here on these niggas.
I've never seen Barbara Brown ask for a solo booking. I just want to point that out. I just get booked. I don't ask. I just book.
I was coming back from a flight. I was fucked up. I love you to death, and I've been there every other time you've asked me to be there.
But that one time,
up.
I can't wait to hang that over your head. You wasn't there that time.
That's cool. But who made the sex episode hot?
Me.
Me and Houston.
I was on that episode too, by the way.
Dame Gone Wild, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram. Tell your mama to slide in my DMs and make sure she has on her pretty panties this weekend because she wants 3 fingers in her.
All right, let me take my shit off.
That's
Wait,
the same
that
thing.
probably
That's what
was-
she said.
That was
That's what she
probably
said.
the worst fucking thing I could have said in that moment.
Oh,
Impeccable
shit.
timing.
Right,
Right,
yeah,
right.
I fucked up.
Hey, what up, Jay Johnson 313. More importantly, follow Shop Talk Podcast, Shop Talk Podcast Studio, and go to the website shoptalkpod.com because a lot of shit that's hosted there.
Yeah.
Seriously Funny Podcast is hosted from the website. This Week in Culture is also hosted from the website. Shout out to Trinidad Ant.
Hell yeah.
If you need to catch up on your power recaps, go ahead and search This Week in Culture. And
Hold on. We got one other guest. You don't want to give your future husband a shout out? He is letting you have his last name and letting you marry him. So
I'm already there, honey. Oh, Mrs. Johnson. Follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter at I Talk Shit with an X.
spell shit with an X.
SHXT.
oh, okay, I'm like, where does the X go? I'm not saying that we the Rockefeller podcast, but we are Jay and Dame.
Hell yeah.
Peace.
Can y'all please be Jay and Dave?